Welcome back everybody to Extraordinary Critic. My name is Brandon Taylor, and today I got a very special topic, and we are crossing universe. Today we are going to be talking about who will win in a game war in two universes: it's the Franklin Saint organization, the Saint organization, or Marlowe Stanfield, the Standfield crew. And I cannot wait to get into this. Now, my Kane versus Man Boy Game War video did very well, so I'm gonna do another one just like this. So let's get into it. So Franklin Saint, the Saint organization from Snowfall versus Marlowe, the Stanfield organization from The Wire. Who will win? So we're going based off their prime years, prime season. So Franklin's, the Saint organization's prime years, I'm gonna have to go with season 3 and 4, or 2, 3, and 4, and then Marlowe's, the Stanfield crew, I'm gonna have to go with season 4 and 5. Obviously, season 4 and 5. So who will win the gang war? Now let's talk about these two individually, and then we'll come to the conclusion. So the Saint organization in Snowfall is led by Franklin Saint, and basically they run South Central, the drug trade in South Central, and this is their introduction to crack, cocaine, the rock, and basically they sell, crack or coke all around South Central, making a large amount of money. Now season 2 and 3. Season 1, 2, and 3. Well, season 2 they sell rock all over South Central because it was still new. Nobody knew what rock was, so they decided to sell the product. It's a brand new product, so they decided to sell it and keep the recipe to themselves so they can make most of the money. And they have made quick success. Now season 3, Franklin Saint decided to not sell crack and to sell pure product to a few high-level customers because he felt it's a risky business just selling rock with his corner boys and stuff. And he feel like it's a longer game just distributing, the coke, the pure coke that he's getting from Teddy to certain people in South Central. And because South, and at that time, you got a gold mine, you gotta have a gold ticket to get the plug, and it's not easy trying to find the plug or trying to find a connect. And a lot of people's not going to deal with the cartels like that. The cartels are just highly psychopathic, just murderers, and just it's risky dealing with them. So dealing with somebody like Franklin Saint, the same organization, who give you a fair price and pure product, like the best product you could get. A lot of people gravitate to the same organization, and it was buying from them. So the Saint organization, according to the cops scene, episode 9, when they was in the bar, they were saying they were making $1 million a week. So the Saint organization was making a high level amount of money, and probably double that by the time you get to season 4. So so they just making a large amount of money. Now soldiers, we're gonna give the Saint organization some quite a few soldiers. They don't show a lot of soldiers with the Saints organization in the show. They just go by the main characters because it's a character-driven story. But they do have quite a few soldiers, and plus you got Leon and his crew joining them. So like I said, the prime years are gonna be season 2, 3, and 4. But Leon's still with them, and he still have his original crew before he went into hiding. So the Saint organization is a high level drug crew, making a large amount of money. As Louis, the number 2, they're moving really cautiously and calculated, and they're just very highly successful. So let's get into the Standfield organization. Now, Marlowe Stanfield and his crew basically run the west side of Baltimore. They sell heroin, and they are very ruthless. They pretty much kill for nothing, so Marlowe could keep his power, keep his territory, and he wanted to make a name for himself. And Marlowe actually went toe-to-toe with the OG, the original gangster, Avon Barksdale. They went at it in season 3, and when Avon went to jail and went to prison, Marlowe took over as the new kingpin of the West Side. So the West Side has the biggest territory in Baltimore, and since the towers came down, he basically took over all the corners on the west side, making a large amount of money. And he's smart with it because he don't really flash it. He's just low key with what he does. Now the Standfield organization do have more soldiers shown in the show. They have so many people guarding Marlowe, just standing around outside. You got Chris and Snoop training youngins to become soldiers and stuff, teaching them how to shoot, where to shoot, all that stuff, training Michael. So they basically kind of ran like a military type organization. I do think that the Stanfield organization is way more ruthless than the Saint crew, because the Stanfields, they just, like I said, they just kill for nothing. They just kill somebody over an insult. They'll kill somebody if you just look at them wrong. They don't take, just ruthless murdering people. So since we got these two, now let's talk about who will win. And depend on the situation, depend how you play the game, right? I do think that the Saint organization will win because Franklin and Louis are the brains of their crew, and Franklin is a highly intelligent person. He knows how to trap people. He knows how to get people into a corner and just their backs against the wall. He knows how to play the game of the long game. He knows how to be patient. He knows how to use people's personality to, like I said, to back them in a corner. And Louis is smart, but she's not as smart as Franklin, but she is smart. She will give Franklin like good ideas on what to do, to see things another way that could help a lot more. Compared to Stanfield organization, like I said, they're just too many of them out there. Like, and Chris and Snoop. Chris basically is the second command. Chris is the main killer, and him and Snoop, they just will find you in the alley, and when you see them in the alley, you're pretty much done. They can put you in a housing and stuff like that. But they're really more reckless out there. They got a lot of people that works for them, and they got a lot of people who are just trigger happy. But I think that the Saint organization will have their advantage based on them outsmarting Marlowe. I think Franklin can outsmart Marlowe. But Marlowe is also smart too. He did something smart in season 3 when he was going to war with Avon, was that he took his people off the corners because the police was watching, and Marlowe knew that if he took his people off the corner, Avon thought he gave up and he'll get back out there. So it'll leave him. So Avon's people was out there just leaving a wide target on their back as and that's when the iconic motorcycle scene of Snoop being dressed like a regular girl shooting at Putin them, because they went back out there and Marlowe just really just backed them into a corner. He was really smart about that. But I don't think Marlowe is as smart as Franklin. I think Franklin will use his brains and to his advantage. And Manboy said this best in season 4. He said that don't ever underestimate Saint. Like, I know he's hurt, but the boy brain still works. He's a problem enough. So it just shows you how highly intelligent Franklin is. So I think the Saint crew will win. I think that when it comes to Leon and his peoples and Peaches and them, they don't have to have the biggest muscles, but brains and chessboards can really take Marlon and them out. I think that if it's toe to toe, then I think Franklin will be in trouble. But if Franklin, uses the chess pieces and just really, can really find a way to get Marlowe, he will do it. But all out war, I think Franklin then will be in trouble. I think their organization is not built like that. I think Stanfield organization is built like that. But I feel like Franklin would never play into that. Franklin would never play into a toe-to-toe war. He'll be very patient until he get his prey, and that's what he did with Man Boy. Jerome wanted to go all out on Man Boy to the barbershop, but he knew that Man Boy figured himself as smart as anybody else. So him going to that apartment for being smart was Man Boy's downfall. So the same organization would definitely come out on top, and plus they have a lot. I think they'll have like a lot more. I think they'll have a lot more access to and resources to things based on money. They can recruit as many people as they can, because even on the Standfield organization, they're very successful and they take over the West Side. The Saints, they got the whole South Central drug game, so they can recruit as much money as they're making. They can recruit as many people as they want to join their crew. And that's what happened with season 5 with them. They just made so much money that they was hiring people left and right just to just join the organization. And plus they got Avi, and Avi, known as a guns person, a arms dealer. They could get access to like a lot more powerful weapons than Marlo can with their just pistols. Like, Marlo them really got Glocks. They don't have any other weapons. When you talking about Avi can get you Uzis, AKs, rifles, all that type of stuff. So that's another reason why I think the Saint organization is coming out on top. With Avi helping out with the weapons, and Franklin's brains, and Jerome and Leon and their crews, Bronze, yeah, they're coming out on top. So that's my conclusion about this. Saints organization beats out Stanfield's. But if you guys think any different, leave a comment down. Leave a comment down below. Let me know, and I'll respond to it. And we'll just have our differences. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope you guys really like it. Please stay tuned. I'm gonna be coming out with new content every week. But guys, stay safe out there, and I'll see y'all soon.